The defeat of Rakers, one of the 6 Metabus gods. That alone is enough to create huge news that would only happen once every few centuries. However, the real reason why this fight is garnering all the attention is because this incident wouldn't end with just a change in the 6 gods lineup. 5 of the current 6 gods belong to the Alliance. The fact that one of them had been defeated by a mere god means that this could mean more than just the defeat of the 6 gods. It could mean the defeat of the Alliance. In the last 600 years, the Alliance that had been ruling over the tower is now wavering. With hopes that the long history of the Metabus might finally change, it's natural that the low-ranking gods are all paying attention to it. My dear viewers, what's happening might turn out to be a much bigger deal than we expected. I knew it wouldn't be easy, but this is more troublesome than I thought. You look pretty tired. No way. I forgot all about the volcano because I was too focused on the fight. It's dormant for now, but it'll start erupting soon. The destruction of the 6th floor is commencing. In 20 minutes, this worldview will be completely destroyed. Damn it, you over there. This doesn't mean that I've lost. I'm just retreating because I don't know when the volcano might erupt. Pesky brat. Oh. My fellow gods, this is bad. I think the kid from Crack near the crater has lost. Darn it. If that's how it is, then even if Rakers was defeated, the situation would still be bad if Galadian joined up with them. Even though we have Jaehuan and the King of Crows, would they be able to win against those 3? No, if he defeated Rakers with his skills and not sheer luck, then it might be possible for them to overcome this situation. That's he who stands in front of me now is without a doubt, a monster. Is there nothing else for me to thrust? Ugh. Looks like it ended before I could even help. Are you hurt? I'm okay. What about you? I'm good. Unlike a certain someone who got betrayed by his follower, it's so nice to see such a warm sight. Shut up. Eden, no need to be jealous even though it's been 500 years, I don't think you have the time to have a reunion, though. Why are you chatting around as if this is all over? You. The destruction of the 6th floor is commencing. In 20 minutes, this worldview will be completely destroyed. Looks like the eruption has started. I guess you've really run out of time to play your friendship games and are wasting time standing around. It's perfect timing. Looks like we're back to full fighting power. Did that person lose? Thanks for showing us a surprising fight. I definitely wasn't expecting the sanctuary of Rakers to be broken without a sanctuary deployment. I'd like to suggest one last proposal. Do you have any intentions of joining our alliance? We'll give you the best conditions for you to join our alliance, Fire. To think you'd suggest that. You talk as if you're really one of them. Who'd believe someone like you who betrayed your own comrades 500 years ago? If you want, I'll even guarantee the safety of Anderson and that follower over there. Guarantee safety, my foot. You're intending to take us as hostages. I won't do something like that. I'll swear upon my name as a god and provide a contract. A contract sworn by the name of Justice. Are you still using that stupid name? Justice, the god of justice. What a joke. Eden, long time no see. I should have known who you were from the moment I saw that nickname. I was too foolish. Even the god of flames, Ignis, and the god of darkness, Cage, aren't real like you. Real? What do you mean? You don't have to know. If I explained it to you, your soul would break apart. I don't think you ought to be acting so relaxed right now. You can still say that after seeing the skills of the naked thruster. While his strength is indeed impressive, have you forgotten something? About the kind of place the alliance which we fought is. And also about what that alliance had become over the last 500 years. A supersized gate? You crazy bastards. Don't tell me. Alliance Great War Weapon, Nebula. What do you think? I'm curious as to whether you're interested in negotiating now. I can't believe you brought the Great War chest just to fight against us. Are you seriously going to wage war? You bring a war weapon from the Alliance to threaten us and you call that a negotiation? Your attitude in negotiating is wrong. If you really wanted to negotiate, your leader should have come here personally. Do you not grasp your current situation? I'll give you 5 minutes starting now. Bring me my friend who you guys dragged to the 7th floor as a puppet. If you do that, I'll spare your life. Bring me my friend who you guys dragged to the 7th floor as a puppet. If you do that, I'll spare your life. That sounds totally ridiculous in this situation, but, all right. What's the name of your friend? Kim Yoon-hwan. Are you sure he's here? He's not appearing in the search results. Either he's already been registered as a puppet or he's on standby for registration. I don't see his name on the list. Looks like you don't intend to negotiate. Didn't I just tell you that your friend's name isn't here? I'll know when I climb up there myself to see if he's really there. Are you serious? In any case, my business is at the top floor of this tower. I don't think you ought to be acting so relaxed right now. You can still say that after seeing the skills of the naked thruster. While his strength is indeed impressive, have you forgotten something? About the kind of place the alliance which we fought is. And also about what that alliance had become over the last 500 years. A supersized gate? You crazy bastards. Don't tell me. Alliance Great War Weapon, Nebula. What do you think? I'm curious as to whether you're interested in negotiating now. I can't believe you brought the Great War chest just to fight against us. Are you seriously going to wage war? You bring a war weapon from the Alliance to threaten us and you call that a negotiation? Your attitude in negotiating is wrong. If you really wanted to negotiate, your leader should have come here personally. Do you not grasp your current situation? I'll give you 5 minutes starting now. Bring me my friend who you guys dragged to the 7th floor as a puppet. If you do that, I'll spare your life. Bring me my friend who you guys dragged to the 7th floor as a puppet. If you do that, I'll spare your life. That sounds totally ridiculous in this situation, but, all right. What's the name of your friend? Kim Yoon-hwan. Are you sure he's here? He's not appearing in the search results. Either he's already been registered as a puppet or he's on standby for registration. I don't see his name on the list. Looks like you don't intend to negotiate. Didn't I just tell you that your friend's name isn't here? I'll know when I climb up there myself to see if he's really there. Are you serious? In any case, my business is at the top floor of this tower. Destruction of justice, order of justice. What do you think of the world of a god? Some gods can only hear the voice of justice, while others can only hear the voices of those dying. Just like how there are gods that only hear voices that talk about assassination. There are also gods who are only interested in naked bodies. However, no gods can hear all prayers. Only by choosing their own storyline and closing their ears to all other prayers will a god be able to survive in this world. The Flood Cannon, a specialized anti-awakener storyline weapon. It's a technology that forcefully opens the world of a god in an awakener's mind. For awakeners like you who read, disassemble, and reassemble the world of the illusion tree, you probably can't avoid hearing these words. In order to not hear them, you must shut down your senses. It doesn't matter, leave me alone because everyone in this place is dying because of you. A long time ago, after the second leader of Crack turned the metabus upside down, the Alliance developed this weapon to deal with awakeners. Although I didn't think we'd ever have to use it. Thanks to it, our Alliance also obtained an awakener puppet. How? That can't be. If he was a god that had chosen his storyline, then it could be a different situation. But there's no way an awakener would be able to resist this attack. Among the waves of prayers, they would lose their mind and either break down or become a normal human that shuts down their senses. The god of flames, Ignis, is cheering for Jae-hwan. The god of flashes, Ray, is shouting at the Alliance and asking to resort to cowardly methods. A great number of anonymous gods are cheering for Jae-hwan. You're indeed good material, but I don't think your soul is something we can control. If we can't have you, then it'd be better to destroy you completely. Die among the prayers that you're unable to ignore, Awakener. The numerous messages that are flooding his mind. A pain that makes him feel like his head is exploding comes over him. They're dying. They're dying. Please help me. Please help me. Unlike the other gods, Jae-hwan doesn't know what his own storyline is. The world is better without someone like you. Die. Please die. But, a god that can hear storylines that aren't his own. Why are you trying to do something like that? Just why? Who the hell do you think you are? Don't do it. You mustn't do that. Who the hell are you to do such a thing? An existence that possesses a mind which doesn't break in the midst of those numerous prayers. Don't resist it, it's okay not to resist. The world isn't that bad, it's okay to live in. You're a good person, you are. That person isn't the god of nakedness or the god of thrusts. He's just. I am nothing like a good person. I'm at my limits. It'd be hard to do it with just my own power. If they were here, they might be able to provide a little strength. We're here. Even if we die, we're dying together. Fools. Do you think that insignificant amount of mana would change anything? What? Anderson's storyline, nakedness, this time round. I'll need to borrow some of your strength. This time round. I'll need to borrow some of your strength. That's ridiculous. What are you all doing? We need to keep pushing them back. You. An exclusive awakened weapon. Beings that aren't gods sure live a tiresome life. Mumble Eden, are you intending to stand in my way again? Mumble. It's hard to say you're a good person. You're harsh with your words, don't know how to respect your elders, and you also take off your clothes no matter where you are. However, I don't dislike that about you. I thought you had insufficient world power. I said I don't have followers. I never said I didn't have enough world power. Darn crow. She wasn't bluffing when she said she had held back while fighting me. Maybe she's as strong as Samyung Garam. No, she's at least a lieutenant general or above. Damn it. Rakers, Galedian. Protect the battleship. It might be a battleship, but if it keeps getting damaged, it'd be dangerous. Kook. You already lost 500 years ago. Do you think you can stand up against the Alliance now? Justice. Do you know what I've been doing for the past 500 years? You've used 100,798 trust. When did you gather so much trust? When I was isolated under the Alliance. I bought and sold numerous items. I'll show you what being one of the 6 gods is like now. You have converted 374,251,705 trust into world power. The scale of her sanctuary is on a completely different level than before. This is the true sanctuary of Eden Cart. Get rid of the Awakener and capture Anderson alive. Justice, it seems you've forgotten. This place is the world where we fought 500 years ago. As long as my sanctuary is in effect, the numerous followers that are asleep in this place will endlessly come back to life. Now that we're at war, I don't intend to lose. Current 6 Metabus gods, former Metabus rank 4, King of Crows, Eden Cart. The day is finally here. Let's fight together. Go forth. Eden's ability is indeed a troublesome one to deal with in war. Defeating the puppets is pointless. I need to defeat Eden, who's providing them with world power. You sure you have time to be distracted? You sure are confident. You've always hated me. Don't be mistaken, Eden. I still hate you. Don't worry, I hate you too. I've never liked that petty mindset of yours from the time we fought together, but I thought you'd never betray your comrades. Why did you do it? Did you betray your comrades to become a dog of the Alliance? Why did you betray us for this pathetic strength? Eden Cart, you have been hiding in this place. And completely restored your strength to that of your prime. Get up, fucker. Isn't it time you got out of your rebellious phase? Shut up. What the hell do you know? If you don't stop here, I'll have no choice but to kill you. You have no idea what I had to do to climb to where I am now. You have no idea what I would do for the sake of my goals. How the hell did you become like this? Just what did the Alliance promise you? You betrayed your comrades who took you in when you were on the verge of death. You also stabbed the backs of the comrades you met again. Is what they promised you so valuable that you needed to spill their blood? Did you wag your tail at the Alliance so you could act like a big shot in this mere tower? Eden. Minutes until the volcano erupts. There's no way that could be the only reason, could it? Justice Sanctuary deployment. You're the one who turned me into this. Took Anderson away from me. A very long time ago. I was defeated in the Holy War and chased out of the metabus. I then dreamed of a comeback together with the remaining followers in this place. Justice. It's not over just because we lost the Holy War. We just need to grow stronger in this place. If we work together to cultivate a worldview and grow our storylines, we can make it even if we head outside. I know we can do it as long as we're with you. Thanks, Ben Zen. The followers that trusted their God, and the young God who still had passion and fighting spirit. However, what awaited us was the cruel reality of the metabus. Ben Zen. It's still too early for us to give up. Even if it might take a longer time, if we walk the right path, we'll eventually reach our goal. I'm sorry. I'm now sick of that whole justice act you have going on. That was how I lost the followers he had and was betrayed by them. I was on the way to becoming the god of defeat. What saved me was... What are you doing here? Did you lose your way? Get lost. My comrades. Anderson. I think the piece of bread you have is about 5 millimeters bigger. Come on. Just eat it, you stingy freak. That's not stinginess, it's justice. I'd think of it from time to time. If Anderson hadn't been there for me back then, what would I have become? What if Eden Cart hadn't taken my place? You're the one who did this to me. Because you stole Anderson away from me. All the conditions of justice have been fulfilled. The ability of the law storyline, justice, has been activated. For the next 10 minutes, a new justice will take place in the relevant storyline. The King of Crows, Eden Cart, is weaker than the God of Justice, Justice. Are you still only capable of deploying your sanctuary on top of another god's sanctuary? It's the same old tricks. Just change your nickname and call yourself the God of Leechers. I'm the God of definition. Not the justice that protects the order of the world, but the definition that correctly defines what things are in the world. My God name was given to me by gods who misunderstood my name like you did. Is that so? I'm learning this for the first time in 500 years. Your name should be renamed to definition, then. Enough with the petty provocation. To think you'd dare to fight me despite knowing that you're in my sanctuary. Guess you become old too. Kook. Even if it's only for a short while, my storyline can change who has the advantage as long as the conditions are fulfilled. The only weakness of definition is that it has a short duration. Normally, you'd be able to win as long as you bought yourself 10 minutes. The end of the 6th floor has begun. In 10 minutes, this worldview will be completely destroyed. In 10 minutes, this world will be destroyed. The duration of my ability and the time left until this world's end is the same. That compassion of yours that caused you to hesitate in killing me has led you to your death, Eden. If Anderson, whom you like so much, could see us now, she'd be so happy. Did you know that Anderson came to this place to save me? She might be disappointed in me right now, but in the end, she'll choose me, her real comrade, and not you. Crazy bastard, looks like the one who was imprisoned 500 years ago wasn't me but you. Say whatever you want. It doesn't matter. In any case, I never expected someone like you to understand my friendship with her. Die along with the worldview you love. You tracked us down despite getting hit by the prayer flood cannon. What a monster. Take your hands off Crow. But, that was before I activated my sanctuary. All the conditions of definition have been fulfilled. The ability of the definition storyline, definition, has been activated. Announcing the definition results for the 1543rd time. Jae-hwan is weaker than the god of definition, justice. Sanctuary. You can never defeat me in my own. Sorry, I didn't hear a single thing you said. An error has occurred in the definition. The target is not a being you can apply your definition on. Kook. Why isn't it working? I already fulfilled the condition of the definition storyline, to come into personal contact with the target's soul. The crow was right. What nonsense is that? I guess the prayer flood cannon did affect him, but the state of our fight has been completely reversed. Unless we end Eden Cart's life, he and his puppets would be revived endlessly. Damn it, if only he wasn't involved in this fight. Justice. Don't you think you've gone far enough? Please wake up, you asshole. Do you think that Eden was serious in his fight against you? He knows all about your ability. Do you think he would have lost to you? Bullshit. Do you still think you guys are the heroes of 500 years ago? Who cares about that? Do you think that's what we are talking about right now? Do you really not know? Did you really come here to fight us? You said earlier that you'd guarantee the lives of me and the believers. You didn't come here to fight us, did you? You came here to protect me from the Alliance after you found out I came back to the tower. I know it. You might be a darn coward, but you're still kind. However, I'm sorry I can't accept your proposal. We're going to fight against the Alliance. Anderson, you guys are going to lose. Maybe so. That's why I'm telling you this. I won't ask you why you betrayed us. Start helping us now. The reason I betrayed you guys. I've forgotten those. You. This world's end is imminent. This world will soon disappear completely. This world is going to end soon too. All of you will die if you climb to the higher floors. So, just get off the metabus here. That coward. He's finally gone and done it. The world bomb, from 500 years ago that destroyed half of the Revolutionary Army. The reason I betrayed you guys. I've forgotten those. You. This world's end is imminent. This world will soon disappear completely. This world is going to end soon too. All of you will die if you climb to the higher floors. So, just get off the metabus here. That coward. He's finally gone and done it. The world bomb, from 500 years ago that destroyed half of the Revolutionary Army. What the hell is that worldview? Eden Cart storyline Crow armor. Let's go. Why? Are we not at Caspian yet? Have you forgotten that it takes 15 days to get there? Why are you eating the bread snack now? Are you really worried about him? Didn't the kid from Crack go there to help him? Why don't I see the kid? It was a sudden request, so maybe the situation on their side is complicated. Siren, the situation over there doesn't look good. Damn it, this destruction ship should have been there. It was made to drive off the Nebula series, but when it's needed, we can't use it at all. Fortunately, that doesn't look like a new model. Although, even an older version is more than capable of raising a small site to ashes. There's no way he could fight against that sort of weapon without any proper items. Did something like that exist in J1's unique world? That's the second product of my grandfather, Master Monarch. The Tower of Nightmares, Fortress of Regrets. The God of Flashes, Ray, says he thinks he's seen that tower somewhere before. Dragon God, Droyan, asks if that's a famous tower. Grandfather, are you watching this too? This sight of the human that destroyed the tower you made and came out mocking the authorities of the gods. Even the monarchs have started watching the Fortress Master's live stream. It's not just the Abyss but the whole almighty land that's hearing of Jehuan. Maybe even the monarchs of the 12 regions are watching this broadcast. A few years ago, when Jehuan escaped chaos, he dealt a critical blow to the monarchs of the almighty land. In that case, the gods who have connections to the monarchs might make their move. Just how big? Crow Armor Eden Cart story. Of a deal are you going to turn this into, you idiot? Sanctuary merge, it's different from the God devouring, which consumes another god. It completely accepts the world of another person. The unbelievable sight of two worldviews that have different perspectives and beliefs being linked together is something that even Anderson, who's lived for thousands of years, has only heard of in legends. Eden, you're still alive. I'm alive, as you can see. Why did you act like you were going to die just now? I also thought I was going to die. In any case, this isn't the time to chat. The fight isn't over. Well, I know. Naked Thruster, you can do it. Currently, the event, 6 God War, is taking place in the Metabus. The Metabus is holding an attendance event for new passengers. The Alliance, Secret Fire, is releasing a new, item gacha. The Alliance, Fire, is releasing a new, skin gacha. Go for it. Most gods say that the Alliance will win in the end. The God of Flashes, Ray, says you never know until you try. What a monster. Justice. How long are you intending to fight a battle that's not beneficial? If the leader finds out about this, he won't forgive us. While it'd hurt our pride a little, maybe it's better to retreat this time. Don't be a fool. If a monster like him climbs to the 7th floor, do we think we can deal with him at that time? We must stop him here at all costs. Agree with him too. We can't let him get to the leader. We must get rid of him no matter what. In that case, the three of us should join forces. That won't do. What do you mean? Although it's impossible, if they really performed a sanctuary merge, then this could get dangerous. You're rejecting everything I'm suggesting. What the hell do you want us to do then? We still have that, don't we? Are you serious? What about the Alliance members that are still fighting? I don't see anyone, though. The god of doom, Thanatos, is excited from seeing a battlefield where people risk their lives. I know we were ordered to do this, but I don't think this is right. Justice, please give us a different order. We won't be able to do this any longer. Justice? Wait a minute. Why did he close the teleportation gate? We're still here. Hey. Wait. Please. He suddenly closed off the teleportation gate. What is he trying to do? The true power of the nebula is only unleashed and a god is commanding it personally. Those guys are intending to pour everything into one last attack. Awakener, you brought this upon yourself. Brilliant Spear Galadian Sanctuary deployment. The god of assassination Raker's deployment. A new justice will be activated in this world for 10 minutes. All attacks of the Alliance are strengthened. Spear of Victory, holy shadow of countless weapons. Most gods are simply amazed at the prowess of the 6 metabus gods. No gods or monarchs would be able to survive this attack. Awakener, with this, it's over. Is it over now? Yes. As promised. We lasted this long. Seconds. Eden, you did great, lasting this long. The numerous experiences I obtained from fighting all the strong people thus far. Whether it was with Sam Young-hoon, the strategist of pitch darkness, or my fight with the highest-ranking monarchs. Having a glance of the power of catastrophe, a transcendental being, or guessing the strength of the 12 monarchs and the 7 great gods that I haven't fought yet. I've thought of this countless times. If I don't surpass these people, I will not be able to reach the end of this world. I was discouraged and despaired, but I chose to not give up despite all that. The sum of all the hard work. Jaehwan style, first technique, martial. Uasareso. Impossible. He was able to take on the attack made by 3 of the 6 gods. Justice, we didn't just combine our worlds. This means we accept each other's world. Constellation Mutilanon. What the hell? It's not just the puppets, the worldviews are also being destroyed. Open the gate. I don't want to die. Awakener. Is this your world? Justice. Please find something that you can think about for an eternity. That will become your world. In the faraway past, under the leader that was in charge of him, Justice dreamed a god's dream. Low-ranking gods would join forces to take over a site. He came up with ideas to recruit more followers and would be happy if there was even one more new follower. A period in time where they'd seek communication even when it was supposed to be impossible. Days when they were not afraid to be betrayed and would reach their hands out to others. But, at the very end. Please stay by my side. Are you awake? Eden. Can you stand on your own? I think that'll be a little tough. I feel sorry for Rachel. Ah. I clearly remember the world that I saw when we performed the sanctuary merge. It was a world that was scarily truthful and lonely. There are probably no followers that would live in that kind of world. Is this your world? Justice. Please find something that you can think about for an eternity. That will become your world. In the faraway past, under the leader that was in charge of him, Justice dreamed a god's dream. Low-ranking gods would join forces to take over a site. He came up with ideas to recruit more followers and would be happy if there was even one more new follower. A period in time where they'd seek communication even when it was supposed to be impossible. Days when they were not afraid to be betrayed and would reach their hands out to others. But, at the very end. Please stay by my side. Are you awake? Eden. Can you stand on your own? I think that'll be a little tough. I feel sorry for Rachel. Ah. I clearly remember the world that I saw when we performed the sanctuary merge. It was a world that was scarily truthful and lonely. There are probably no followers that would live in that kind of world. You have insufficient trust. You have insufficient trust. You have insufficient trust. Years. It has been a long fight. I gathered trust over a long time and hung in there with the puppets. Although I've used up all of that trust, I'm able to see the end of this fight thanks to him. Damn, what an expensive price to pay to see that. This looks too pathetic to be called the crow's grave. You managed to survive amidst all that chaos. Have you been waiting to devour me, Jihan? I won't be able to survive even if I devour you, and since both my hands have been destroyed, I can't use God devouring. This body is already a goner. That darn Rakers took my concept God. Even if I get lucky and survive, I just become a dark soul at this rate. Can you get lost? The atmosphere felt right up until a moment ago, but now it's ruined because of you, Eden. Are you really satisfied with this? You actually want to see the world after it's been destroyed, right? I don't think you've flown enough yet, Crow. Make me into your puppet. I still have world power and trust left. If you turn me into your puppet, you can live on. Stop spouting bullshit and use the door to go to the next floor. Your wounds might be severe, but you can survive if you get lucky. I know the condition my body is in. There's no time. I won't last for much longer. The God without an avatar can only make followers that are dying into his own puppet. Is that rumor wrong? Don't you regret this? That will never happen. I'm glad that I can pray without any hands. You're not the kind of God that cares about such useless formalities, after all. Eden. Actually, things like wanting gods and humans to be equal. I've long forgotten about such grand dreams. But, that's not important. The era we lived in is all long in the past. The passion we had back then has been gone for a long time. All the people we lived with had died, and none of what we treasured remained. I wandered and spent a long time looking for a God that could give me the world that I had wanted. After all that searching, the world that I found at the end is this place. But at second glance, this isn't all that bad. Even the world that you see. This is my last prayer. Please live on, God without an avatar. The worldview, 500 years ago, the era of the Great Revolution, has been destroyed. Looking for survivors. There are no survivors within this worldview. All the quests on the 6th floor of the metabus have ended. Meeting location of the 7 great gods. Sacred Hall. Who are the new candidates for the 6 gods? Who is the naked thruster? Tragedy created by single awakener. Who will become the new rulers of the metabus? Perfect. I knew those below would give us a good fight. Isn't that right, Ignis? The avatar of the 3rd seat of the 7 great gods, master of the 3rd sight, tropical night, god of flames, Ignis, caravan of scorching heat. Naked thruster, he definitely piqued my interest. Ignis, those assholes are late again. The 7 great gods have never been on time. The 1st seat won't be here again, right? Like I told you previously, I've never met that guy before either. No, he might already be here, but we simply can't see him. Oops, looks like I'm late. 2nd seat of the 7 great gods, master of the 2nd sight, despair, dragon god Droyan. Mimi Cat, you should apologize when you're late. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm ashamed to be late every time. I truly am reflecting on my own actions. But, aren't you guys also at fault for choosing to meet at this time despite knowing we'll be late? Should I just kill them? Don't hold back. Mimi Cat, looks like we're not the last to arrive. 7th seat of the 7 great gods, master of the epicy, god of madness, no name. So, only 3 this time. What a pathetic meeting this is. We already know the 1st and 6th seats never attend the meetings, so it's fine. Among the people that attend, one brings a mere puppet. Mimi Cat, hold yourself back a little. The other one never ever speaks. Why are the 4th and 5th seats not here? That aside, the reason I called everyone here is because. Mimi Cat, it's probably because of Caspian's metabus, don't you think? Mimi Cat, I heard the 3rd seat is totally obsessed with the naked thruster these days. Mimi Cat, can you help me tell them that it's so rare to see Ignis supporting an awakener? Ignis' heart has changed. Poor caravan. It's not like he's supporting him. He's just observing him a little. Mimi Cat. What did you say? Aha, Ignis isn't supporting him. In that case, can you ask them if that means it's okay for us to have him instead? Do as you please. If you have a death wish. Mimi Cat, tell them I think it's time for us to see which is superior, the black flame dragon or the red flame tortoise. Let's see who's superior. Ha. On name. He opened his mouth for the first time in 2 centuries. Ha. You can do it, you can do it. Ha. Ha! Didn't just call and share to chant language. Ignis. Follower. Take your childish war elsewhere. He really did his best there. The reason I've called all of you here, ahem, is because one of the 7 great gods, Daresh, broke the neutrality treaty. The neutrality treaty. Mimi Cat, who could have done such a thing? Who is it? Who is it? It's the 5th seat. The 5th seat of the 7 great gods, the god of time, Kronos. Mimi Cat, where's the evidence? Definitive evidence. Definitive evidence. I'm sure all of you have heard of Caspian's alliance. You guys must know that the alliance has been controlling the metabus since 6 centuries ago, and that the leader of that alliance is the right-hand man of the 5th seat, Kronos. Although the leader isn't on the level of one of the 7 great gods, when people talk about who are the top 50 strongest gods within the abyss, his name would definitely be mentioned. The alliance, led by the leader, has earned more than 100 billion trust within the metabus. The metabus is a special tower that anyone can compete freely in. And the alliance is just the private army of the leader. That's not enough justification for the 7 great gods to interfere, even if the trust earned by the alliance is being leaked somewhere. Recently, we discovered that the trust of the metabus has been flowing towards the 5th site. Metabus, the playground of the defeated, the dump of the gods. The reason why the 7 great gods have never interfered in the matters of the metabus is because so far, the matters of the metabus have been taken care of within the metabus. However, if the metabus starts to interfere with reality, that would change the situation completely. Are you sure? Almost. We also discovered another strange situation. A few days ago, Kronos' strategy team, the blind watchmakers, illegally entered the 8th site, Caspian. From what we've heard, they seem to be heading for the metabus. Their objective is obvious. Mimi Cat, could they have gone there to defeat a mere awakener? Mimi Cat doesn't know. Mimi Cat doesn't know. He's someone who cut down 3 of the 6 metabus gods in a single strike. I'd say the possibility is definitely there. Mimi Cat, what does the 3rd seat want us to do now? The 3rd seat is an idiot. I'd like to suggest a simple vote. The leader has brought the alliance and Kronos elite squad into this. This is evidence that the alliance is no longer unrelated to the 5th site that belongs to Kronos. I think Kronos has mobilized his own squad in order to interfere in the matters of the neutral region. If all these situations are true, the 3rd seat of the 7 great gods, the god of flames, Ignis, will personally involve himself in the metabus incident starting today. The worldview, 500 years ago, the era of the Great Revolution, has been destroyed. Looking for survivors. There are no survivors within this worldview. All the quests on the 6th floor of the metabus have ended. Bus stop on the 7th floor. Entrance to the 7th floor. Is it alright for us to go like this? We've waited for a few hours already. Hell, he's someone who keeps his promises. Wait. You're so stingy. Did you buy items for yourself using the 6th floor's rewards? You also stole stuff from the Alliance, you saw that. That aside, we ought to worry about ourselves first. The main bankers of this tower live on the 10th floor and above. They're on a totally different level from what we've faced so far. Mr. Jaehoon defeated the 6 metabus gods, though, it's even more problematic now because he defeated them. We're now complete enemies with the Alliance. There are 2 of the 6 gods remaining in the Alliance. They're both naturally stronger than Justice. The leader is going to be especially tough to deal with even for Jae-hwan. Come to think of it, what kind of a god is the leader? You mentioned that the revolution 500 years ago failed because of him. It's a long story to talk about him. One thing for sure is that he mustn't be fought one-on-one. As long as we're in the metabus, there's no one that can fight and win him in a one-on-one. It seems Eden will take some time, so let's go up to the 10th floor and see what the situation is like. Are you okay? I'm just a little tired. Let's go in. It'd be more abnormal to not be tired after such a huge battle. We can rest a while more before moving. There's no rush. I must find Yunhwan. Nothing's for sure until I see it with my own eyes. You have entered the 7th floor of the metabus. The 7th floor of the metabus only allows individual entries. The quest for this worldview will be announced after you have entered. Individual entries. I thought we could enter the 7th floor together. Is there something you're searching for in the metabus? What I'm searching for. My clothes and sword are from what I had in the tower. And that's the tree that was on the 50th floor. Jae-hwan. What are you doing? So this is where you are. Yunhwan. Do you feel fine? Wait, more importantly, how do you remember me? You should have forgotten all your memories in the Tower of Nightmares. I don't get what you're saying. Come quickly, it's time for the strategy meeting. What? How are they all here? That's the science teacher, Sakamoto, who taught me about parallel universes. Jae-hwan, everyone's waiting for you. The potion maker, Hiran, who always gave me good quality potions. Jae, the blacksmith, who always helped me with my weapons. Get yourself together. Seal is coming later. Oh, there she is. Heya. Are you still dreaming? Was the succubus yesterday that pretty? Succubus? What dream did you have? You were in a daze for a while. A long dream. What long dream? The dream I had. It was about me climbing the Tower of Nightmares alone. I, who finally reached the 100th floor, destroyed the tower and went into chaos, the roots of the illusion tree. I fought with the monarchs and chased after the traces of the mare, Molark, and arrived at the branch of the illusion tree, the abyss. As I climbed the abyss, I met Runard, Anderson, and Eden. We fought the alliance of gods. Ho, you've got quite the imagination. That could certainly happen in a parallel universe. The time where we thought the 100th floor of the tower was the end of our tragedy. Aha, you're saying there are other worlds at the end of this tower? Chaos? The abyss? Only despair was available, and they were barely able to breathe. That was a time we could only talk about the future as we stepped on those small despairs. The time when everything was a nightmare to everyone. That was the most warm past that I had. Honestly, it's to the extent that I'd like to act like I believe this. What are you suddenly talking about? Maybe this was how my teammates who were deceived by the return stone had felt. They chose a sweet time as such and decided to live it out as their reality. But unfortunately, I won't be deceived. Question comprehend because awakening is a curse that doesn't allow me to do that. Jae-hwan.